The Galactic Council chamber fell into uneasy silence as Ambassador Kellier's mandibles clicked in open amusement. His compound eyes gleamed with ridicule. A human? He scoffed. To negotiate the Draxian Treaty? Send someone with actual credentials, not a child. Maya Richardson stood alone at the central podium. Her worn leather jacket and faded jeans drew disapproving stares from nearly every corner of the vast chamber. At just 23, she was the youngest diplomat Earth had ever sent to the Galactic Council, and she knew exactly what they saw. A young woman from Detroit who looked more like a university student than the representative of an emerging interstellar species. With respect, Ambassador, Maya said evenly, adjusting the purple scarf around her neck. My credentials speak for themselves. Credentials. The Draxian ambassador Shivara, a towering crystalline being, emitted a frequency that translated into contemptuous laughter. You've served in your diplomatic corps for 3 months. I have negotiated treaties since before your species discovered fire. Around the circular chamber, representatives of 47 species murmured in agreement. The Draxian Treaty was the most critical agreement in 3 centuries, mining rights, borders, and sovereignty across 14 star systems. A single misstep could ignite a war. And this was humanity's mediator? Maya's fingers brushed the edge of her scarf. May I tell you a story? She asked. We do not have time for human fairy tales, Kellier snapped. 3 minutes, Maya interrupted calmly. Give me 3 minutes. If you still want me removed, I'll leave. But I promise you'll want to hear what comes next. Shivara's crystalline structure pulsed, curiosity overriding disdain. 3 minutes. No more. Maya inhaled slowly. When I was 7 years old, my father took me camping in the Appalachian Mountains. It was meant to be a quiet weekend, just the 2 of us. Her voice carried clearly through the translation field. On the second night, we were attacked by a grizzly bear. My father was badly injured protecting me. I was left alone with a dying man and an 800-pound predator. The chamber grew silent. I should have died, Maya continued. But I didn't panic. I remembered what my father taught me, how to read terrain, how predators think, how to survive. I used fire, limited supplies, and the environment itself to drive the bear away. Then I kept my father alive for 36 hours until rescue arrived. A touching story, Kellier said dismissively. But what does a child's camping accident? I'm not finished. Steel edged into Maya's voice. That attack wasn't random. We were in a protected zone. A corporation had illegally baited bears to scare people away while logging restricted land. At 7 years old, I didn't just survive. I gathered evidence. She stepped forward. I documented everything. I testified in federal court. The corporation was shut down. Its executives imprisoned. Thousands of acres of forest were saved. The murmurs faded completely. By 15, she continued, I mediated disputes between rival gangs in Detroit, preventing 3 shootings. At 18, I negotiated a labor settlement that saved 2,000 jobs. At 20, I helped resolve the Mars colony crisis without a single casualty. She paused. Humans don't live as long as you, Ambassador Kellier. We aren't as strong as the Draxians. We can't manipulate quantum fields like the Nexi or navigate hyperspace instinctively like the Prel. Her eyes lifted. But we are very good at surviving impossible situations, and even better at helping others survive them. Words, Kellier spat. Empty words from a species barely a century into spaceflight. Maya's hand rose to her scarf. You want credentials? She pulled it aside. The tattoo across her shoulder ignited. An enormous dragon rendered in living light, glowing blue-white. Gasps rippled through the chamber. The dragon moved. Its eyes opened. A low vibration swept the room, bypassing translation fields and striking something primal in every being present. Impossible, Shivara whispered. That is a Vault Draxian peace mark. Only the greatest mediators in the galaxy bore that mark. No outsider had ever earned one in 10,000 years. Holographic data blossomed from the glowing scales. 17 conflicts mediated. 3 wars prevented. 14,000 lives saved. At the bottom shimmered a seal that froze the chamber in disbelief. The personal sigil of the Vault Draxian elders. Last year, Maya said quietly, their civilization was tearing itself apart. 3 factions. 1 civil war. Your council abandoned negotiations after 6 months. She looked directly at Kellier. I went alone. No fleet. No weapons. Just listening. I lived in war zones. 8 ration packs with soldiers. sat with grieving families. For months later, the war ended. The glow faded as she covered the mark once more. "They didn't give me this because I'm human," she said. "They gave it to me because I understood something your council forgot." "And what is that?" Shavara asked, no trace of mockery left. "That piece isn't about who's strongest or who's right," Maya answered. "It's about finding a solution where everyone survives, even if no one gets everything they want." She returned to the podium. "Now, the Draxian Treaty. Shall we begin? Or would you like to continue questioning my credentials?" Silence followed. Then Shavara's crystalline form chimed, resonant with respect. "Please, Ambassador Richardson, proceed." Kellier's mandibles clicked once. Not in mockery, but acknowledgement. 3 days later, the Draxian Treaty was signed. Every party satisfied. Earth was formally recognized as a primary mediator among the stars. As Maya left the chamber, her scarf once again hiding the dragon mark, she allowed herself a small smile. They had laughed at the human girl. But humanity had learned long ago that survival, not strength, was the universe's true currency. And sometimes, surviving meant helping everyone else survive too. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.